So yeah, this is not a comedy video. This is like real life. And sometimes I use humor to deflect when I'm extremely panicked to the point where I feel like my heart's about to stop beating, like poor Amanda Rabs did, because she was probably so panicked that she was never going to get the fuck out of Desert Hope, and she never did. So yeah, I do not consent to Lima Jevremovich and her horde of freakish trolls on the internet targeting disabled people and these Karen TSWs and these Michele B7555s and these Jamie's Animals and these Brinnon Emeralds and these Seafowls the Carnies and these Mandijo, who's now changed her name to what I call her, which is MJ Ultra. Yeah, I mean, this has gone way too far. And unfortunately, I have had to deal with the FBI in the past, and they weren't always as patient with me as they have been for the last couple of weeks since I've been reporting all of this. And I'm headed back there now, and if there's anyone that has any information that can help stop these criminals who tried to interfere in a federal, tried to interfere in both a federal case in New Jersey and a state case in California. That's witness tampering. That is witness intimidation. That is intrusion upon seclusion. That is all kinds of things, both civil torts and actual state and federal crimes. So if anybody's watching who's done a little bit more law school than I have, I never finished criminal law. I started criminal law, and I finished torts. So you shouldn't have to have a law degree to protect yourself in this country. But look what happened to BJ. She had a law degree. She had a law license. She still has a law degree, but she had a law license, and she was intimidated by this freak show, Lima Jevremovich. She was intimidated by this, unknown entity, Lima Jevremovich, into giving up her license. That's not okay. That's not okay in 2023 in the United States of America. I mean, this is way worse than an open air prison. This is like a slow lethal injection. That's what it feels like. Living on the same planet as someone as diabolical as Lima Jevremovich. And the fact that she had all these people convincing us that they were Team BJ when really they were just trying to destroy those of us who actually support BJ. I mean, and there was no way to tell. There was no way to tell who was who until yesterday. That made very clear who was who. So, I mean, some people still think Steph was really Team BJ. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that anybody is actually Team BJ that was in that Discord, except for the 4 or 5 people I'm still in touch with from there. And you know who you are if I'm still in touch with you. Everybody else, I think, was Team Lima and was just, it was a psyop. And it's not that it worked on me. It's that nobody listened to me when I explained to them that if Steph would kick me out of her server, she was not team BJ. Not because I have any special relationship with BJ, but because I was putting everything on the line to make sure that BJ won these cases. And everyone else had a completely different agenda. Steph was trying to just boost her profile. I mean, I think Steph's ultimate goal is to, like, you know, do a duet with Taylor Swift or something. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, Steph's a very creative person. She's a beautiful woman. Sounds like she's a good mom, all that, but I'm not convinced she's team BJ whatsoever. I think she's team whatever's gonna, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is there's been a lot of people saying I'm racist, I'm homophobic, I'm this, I'm that. No. If if you're of any race and you know me, you know I'm kind to you. If you're of any ethnicity and you know me, you know I'm kind to you. If you're of any religious faith or lack thereof, if you're an atheist, or as I like to call them, a faithist, because I think even atheism is a faith in oneself, I'm kind to you. If you're of any gender identity, non-binary, any sexual orientation, I'm kind to you. But if you fuck with me, as I've said before, I bleed black and gold because I'm a New Orleans Saints fan. That's my religion, the New Orleans Saints. Look it up. And if you fuck with me, you will bleed whatever color you bleed because I do not stand down when people come for me. And Jamie Gilmore came for me on Saturday, as promised, 2 weeks prior. So all that was documented, that there was a documented threat, a terroristic threat, and it was carried out 2 weeks later. Unlike Jess Margera, who has no evidence of terroristic threats from his brother, I have perfect evidence of the terroristic threats from Jamie Gilmore, who has now identified herself as being aligned with Lima Jovanovic. So Lima Jovanovic's name will now be on the right side of the court case. Not right as in correct, right as in the right side, the defendant side. And Bonnie Dwyer's name will be on the left side. Okay? That doesn't mean left as in politics. It means the plaintiff. Okay? And as far as the FBI goes, I know this has been reported in multiple offices throughout the country over the last few months. And I think the FBI is a little sick of Miss Lima Jovanovic and her obstruction of the American justice system. Is she even a US citizen? What gives her the right to terrorize US citizens the way she has been doing since she abducted Amanda Rabb? What gives her the right? Is Mark Leda even a US citizen? What gives him the right to exploit vulnerable people? Is it our capitalist society? Is that what gives him the right? One person watching, nobody chatting. So, anywho, I mean, the money, the gas, the mileage on my car, the nights I had to spend in hotels over the last 2 weeks. The cost of it is nothing compared to the unraveling of my ability to take care of myself because of this criminal conspiracy, which is so well documented now. Thank God Steph clone the server. Thank God. Otherwise, we'd have less documentation. That's all. Have a great day. Bye.